Testing, testing.
And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Coweta as a few technical difficulties kept us from getting on the air right away, but we are a minute in and Coweta has scored 7-0. Our score 7:41 left to go in this first quarter of play. Grant Merrill, Coach Dean Green along with you tonight. Uh, Good atmosphere here at Coweta and a happy home side, but Edison again Dean, with a lot of work to do. Both of these teams struggling this year. Coweta still looking for their first win. Edison trying to build on the one win that we've had at Memorial, but it hasn't been easy since then.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding for the Edison Eagles so far this year, but there have been several bright spots for them. They've got a lot of younger guys coming up that have been getting a lot of playing time, a lot more experience, and have showed some growth over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully that will continue over tonight. It's been tough sledding early on though for the Edison Eagles as the fumble at the first drive cost them, and Coweta was able to capitalize. So let's hope things start to change for the Eagles.
Marquelin Davis back deep to receive for the Eagles, setting up shop at about the 5-yard line as he'll let it bounce back into the end zone, and that'll be an automatic touchback. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 20-yard line. If your keys to improvement tonight, what are they, Dean?
We've really got to capitalize on mistakes from Coweta. We've got to be able to get the ball from them and create turnovers on defense. A big thing for us on offense, though, is to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. We've got to be able to make positive yardage when we can, be able to minimize penalties and mental mistakes, and be able to just play solid football.
Well, we'll see what we can do here as it'll be under center. Brady Goswick with a man in motion to the left. Quick toss into the hands of, it's going to be Mason McHugh on the run there as he rolls out to the left, gets up to about the 21-yard line. Well, they'll give him the 23, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Eagles offense has shown that they're going to be able to move the ball a little bit tonight against this Coweta defense. Everything that I've heard about Coweta so far this week is that they have a very young squad, but they are very physically imposing at times. So we'll see how the Edison Eagles offense holds up.
Goswick back under center. He's got Robledo behind him off the left hash mark. Handoff. First man through is Robledo. He'll bust up and get up to about the 25-yard line. So another gain of 2 yards. Slowly but surely they're getting up the field, but that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5, Dean.
Yeah, this is good for the Eagles offense tonight, though. 3rd and 5 is a lot more manageable than what we have been having this year with the 3rd and 8s and 9s, if not longer. Eagles offense, like I said, though, they're going to keep chugging away and chipping away, and hopefully they can wear this Coweta defense down and start really getting some big yardage out of things.
Back under center is Goswick, ready to take the snap with Robledo behind him. Twins to the right, one man to the left, and some obnoxious cowbells in the audience here at Coweta. He'll drop back to throw. The pass falls incomplete as he was aiming out to the left side of the line there for Hayden Perry, and that'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Yeah, Coweta defense really stymieing the offense right there. So Aiden Montgomery going to be back to punt for us here for Edison. He's been a huge bright spot for the Eagles offense, especially on the kicking game side of things this year. Really being able to show off his leg and has done a great job and is a great addition to the Eagles.
Aiden Montgomery kicking from left to right tonight. And here comes the kick. It's high, it's short, and it'll fall just near the 35-yard line. And that is where they'll mark it off as Coweta will have excellent field position after that. 1st and 10 from about their 34-yard line. So Coweta, 1st and 10. By the way, Dean, congratulations to you winning the as head coach the inaugural flag football
Thank you, thank you.
game for the Edison Lady Eagles as they beat Daniel Webster 28-8 last night.
Yeah, that was a fun game to be in, and really proud of the girls and their efforts so far this year. And we're just hoping that we can continue to make Edison proud and keep doing things the right way.
Twins to the left for Coweta. Dropping back, it's going to be Landon Fisher. Fisher rolls out to the left. He'll throw it up the field and connect with an open receiver. I think the open receiver was stunned that he made the catch, Dean.
Yeah, they had a couple guys in that area for Coweta, and just so happened one of them came up with it. So
They'll get it down to about the 9-yard line. So that is where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
yeah, Edison defense really trying to fight this short fieldage. Uh, not a very positive thing for the defense right now, having all this pressure put on them early on. Hopefully they can step up big right here and keep them out of the end zone.
So we'll see what happens right here. A quarterback sack right behind the line of scrimmage. Big defensive play there for Edison as Brandon McNack ends up making the tackle there.
Yeah, McNack, another one of the newcomers this year. He's been a big addition. He's a big 6'2", 265-pounder in the middle there for the Edison defense. And him and Malachi Reynolds have really helped out this year with Isaiah. You know, they've become a force to be reckoned with so far.
Well, if he's new, he can stay as long as he wants to if he keeps making plays like that. That is for sure.
We welcome those.
Might need to get see if he can put a wig on and play some flag football.
I wouldn't be against it.
And we've got looks like a timeout on the field here as Coweta wants to talk things over. And we've got 5:10 left to go in the first quarter. Our score 7-0. If you're just joining us, thank you for being with us. As of course, we are audio only tonight, but we'll have our video back for East Central coming up here in just a little bit. And of course, that's, I believe, 2 weeks from tonight.
Yep, 2 weeks from tonight. Next week, the Eagles football team has Shawnee coming into town, and then we end up going to East Central for that, which will be a nice little Tulsa matchup for the TPS schools.
Shawnee, a team that's also struggled like we have, but we're going to end up having some pretty big games ahead of us. Booker T to round out the end of the season coming up here in a few weeks, and so it'll be interesting to see if we can come back and pull some things together here for the Coweta Tigers. They're going to send back handoff to number 7, who's not on their roster, but the shame is he is into the end zone for the touchdown, and we don't even know his name.
Looks like we got some laundry on the field here, Grant, so maybe it might be coming back, I think.
Flag on the play there, and we'll see who it's on.
That'd be just our luck that we wouldn't have his name tonight.
Well, they've got 85 kids on the roster, but the kid that scored the touchdown is not one of them. So who knows? Maybe he's an incoming recruit here. I don't know. What do we see on the field here, Dean?
Looked like it was a hold on the offense, and it'll take him back to about the 15 now, I believe.
Well, you were almost right. The 14 there.
14, I was close. My eyes are off a little bit.
That's okay. Handoff again to our mysterious number 7. He'll roll out around the right side down to about the 9-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. I did hear over the loudspeaker that the first name is Brock.
Brock. That would be Brock Heilman. It looks like a 7 on his jersey, but I think it actually might be a 2. He just got it tucked under.
Oh, well, that would make sense there. I mean, we can't see our own jerseys at home, but can't really see theirs either. Common occurrence here in the Class 5A, I guess. All right, back to throw. Coweta's quarterback into the end zone for a touchdown. He connects. And that is going to be
Looks like number 20. We have
number 20 there. 22, Andrew Gertner making that catch. And now Coweta's going to try for the extra point here as they lead at 13-0.
Number 8.
Here's the kick. It is up through the uprights and good. And it is 14. It is 14-0 here. Tonight's ball game brought to you by America's Oasis in beautiful Winoka, Oklahoma. We're winding down on some of the weeks we have to ride those side-by-sides on the sand dunes. So be sure and make a reservation with America's Oasis. Check them out online at americasoasis.com. 4:14 left to go in this first quarter, 14-0, Coweta leading it.
Gotta love Winoka. It's always a good place to get away.
Come stay for the day or a weekend stay
That's right.
in Winoka, Oklahoma, USA. McHugh is back deep to receive for the Edison Eagles, as is Marquela Davis. Landon Stevens will kick it from right to left for the Coweta Tigers. His kick right up the middle, and it's going to bounce back at about the 10-yard line. Picked up by Davis. He gets out to about the 20, and he's dragged back to about the 16. And there was a large defensive presence there that got him pushed back. The forward progress should have at least got him to the 20-yard line, Dean.
That's what I'm hoping they end up putting us at. Marquelan making the best of a bad situation there on a weird kick right there by their kicker. It ended up spiraling off the tee and really kind of throwing them off.
1st and 10, Eagles. 4:05 left to play in this first quarter here. 14-0, Coweta leading it, looking for their first win against the Eagles tonight. Back under center for the Edison Eagles is Brady Goswick. He's ready to take the snap with Robledo right behind him. Goswick takes that snap, rolls out to the right after faking a handoff, looking to throw, and guns it up the right side of the field, connecting with Hayden Perry, who's down at about the 32-yard line, and that'll be an Edison Eagle Aspen Health and Rehab first down.
Man, that feels good to say right there, Grant. Eagles finally moving the ball, going in the right direction. Hayden Perry, once again, started off at quarterback early on this year and has since transitioned out to a wide receiver. And he's taken it with stride so far. He's really helped the Eagles out with positions that we've been kind of injury heavy so far.
1st and 10, Edison from our own 31-yard line. Back under center again is Goswick. Next to him is Robledo with the gun. Handoff, Robledo up the middle, spins past the defender, gets down to the 34-yard line, maybe the 35 if he got enough yardage there, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Robledo was some hard running early on for the Edison Eagles. It's making it a lot more manageable for this offense so far with his hard running.
Would you call that 3 yards in a cloud of turf or
3 yards and a cloud of bad numbers on this uniform?
This is true. At least we can see ours tonight. Have to wait until we go on the road to do so. Rathod and Laby, twins to the right, one man split to the left, and getting ready to take the snap here is Goswick. He'll throw up the left side of the field. Nobody there to get it. He was aiming there for Hayden Perry, and that pass falls incomplete to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, the speedy Perry is going to be a hot target tonight, it looks like, for Goswick. They seem to have had connected over the last couple of weeks and are really building a pretty good repertoire during practice from what I've seen so far. So they look like they're kind of on the same page. So hopefully that'll pay off for the Eagles offense tonight.
2:47 left to play here, first quarter action. Getting back to our flag football game last night for the girls, I want to thank Barry Lewis and his crew over at the Tulsa World for providing extensive coverage of our game. That was incredible last night.
always fun to have them there.
Rolling out to the left this time, it is going to be Goswick. He makes it a keeper, gets out to the 40, and is ran out of bounds at about the 41. Close to a first down. Will they move up the chains? Yes. That is another Aspen Health and Rehab first down, Dean.
Yeah, Goswick showing a lot of maturity there for a young player. Not taking the big hits right now for the Eagles. It's smart on his part because we have been depleted so far. So it's good to see him avoid the contact and get out of bounds.
1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Eagles moving left to right on the radio dial. If you're just joining us, we're in Coweta tonight. Tigers lead at 14-0. We've got twins to the right for the Eagles. Ready to take the snap is Goswick. He does so. Hands off. First man through Robledo. He'll get down to the 45-yard line. And keeping it on the ground, the Eagles are getting some nice, short, consistent gains here. And that's something we haven't seen a whole lot of this year, Dean.
Yeah, it's been nice to see tonight. They've got a game plan, and it looks like they're going to try to stick to it. Robledo early and then making it manageable for the offense on third and short late in the drive.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Twins to the right once again for the Eagles. One man split to the left, and Goswick ready to take the snap. Robledo right behind him on the left hash mark. Goswick drops back to throw. Is it almost picked off? Yes. He was aiming there for Hayden Perry. I don't think they got it. It just fell incomplete, but definitely somebody breaking up the pass there on the Coweta defense.
Yeah, they telegraphed that one pretty quick. that we're fortunate on that wasn't going back for 6 for Coweta.
2 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. 3rd down and 7 now for the Edison Eagles as they move left to right on the radio dial. Twins out to the right side, Twins out to the left as well, and getting ready to take the snap is Goswick. Robledo right behind him, about 4 paces. And now we've got a timeout taken. Timeout taken by the Edison Eagles. So we'll take one with them. And when we come back, we'll have more coming up as you're listening to Edison Eagle football here on the Edison Sports Network.
Outpatient rehab is your best option. Aspen Health and Rehab in Broken Arrow is changing the way that Oklahoma families are thinking about long-term care. With every amenity of home, first-class dining, and professionals that put your care first, Aspen Health and Rehab is ready to take on your personalized plan of care. Check them out today at aspenhealthrehab.com. Aspen Health and Rehab, where healthcare and luxury come together.
We welcome you back. Grant Merrill and Dean Green along with you. 3rd down and 7 now for the Edison Eagles. Twins out to the right, one man split to the left. Ready to take that snap is Brady Goswick. And we'll see what he can do right here. Dropping back to throw. Goswick almost gets it grabbed away from him. He'll roll out to the right, trying to throw it. He can't get it. Fumble on the play. And I think Coweta's got it. They sure do.
Yeah, Gauss there trying to just do too much. He had plenty of room in front of him, and instead of taking it, was trying to go deep. And the young quarterback trying to make things happen. You got to respect it a little bit. But unfortunately for the Edison offense, there's another turnover and puts them in bad field position once again.
Well, we'll see what happens here with Coweta as they get it once again, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Glad you're with us tonight here on the Edison Sports Network. As now a handoff for the Coweta Tigers. On the run there, it's going to be big number 7.
Yeah, good stop right there by Matthew McDill. He's been another bright spot for the Edison defense so far this year as a newcomer to the sport, I should say. He's one of our multi-sport athletes there at Edison, and he's really been a big addition to the program this year.
1:24 left to play here. First quarter action, 14-0 our score. Coweta leading it with just over a minute to go here. I fixed our problem, Dean. We knew that Dean likes to hear himself talk sometimes, but he was hearing himself in his headphones in an echo and like a delay, so it was kind of confusing.
It's never a good thing when I hear voices.
That's true. We hear a lot of them sometimes.
Something we got to work on.
Let me tell you, there is a beautiful full moon over the east side of Coweta tonight.
Yeah, that explains some of the strange stuff going on tonight. But
there's a full moon over Tulsa. Hope that it's shining on you. You know that song?
Mm-hmm. That's an oldie but a goodie.
I thought you might. You're not a true Oklahoman if you don't know that song.
I don't want to scare our listeners with my singing abilities, though. So
just my luck, I probably triggered like a copyright warning on Facebook, and our broadcast will be blocked. Back to pass for the Coweta Tigers is quarterback Caden Hedge. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down here.
Best case scenario, you got a record deal out of it. I mean, so we're working in the right direction.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
It's nice to see the Edison faithful showing up tonight. We have more of a crowd than what I was expecting tonight.
We've got a pretty decent crowd. I mean, we've got there's 3 sections of visitor stands here, and we've got well representation of the Eagles fan base in each of them. Dropping back to pass. It's going to be the quarterback Hedge. He'll connect with the open man who's down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Coweta.
Yeah, number 2, Brock Heilman on the reception that time, and once he saw green grass, he found pay dirt. So
Heilman is the running back there for the Coweta Tigers, who now lead at 20-0 with 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Don't forget next week, the Shawnee Wolves back on Friday night. Who do we have Wednesday night for girls flag football?
Wednesday night we play East Central over at East Central at 7:15. So it'll be a nice little matchup that we have going there, as they won their game 50-0 over McLean this last week.
Extra point bounces off the right post of the goal, and so that's the one place that Coweta has not achieved tonight, and it stays 20-0. Of course, our flag football team, explosive offense last night.
Yeah, it was nice to see, the girls, like I said, they've been working on that stuff, and we have some players that once they get out there on the field, they can really go. So it's been really fun getting to coach them this year, especially with my brother Clayton Green and Lauren out there helping us out. And it's been interesting so far. So we didn't really know what to expect.
I'd like to thank y'all for bringing Lauren onto the coaching staff, because she'll finally watch football with me on the weekends now. Now that she has a goal to work toward on coaching.
See, people helping people. Everybody wants to be a part of a miracle.
Exactly. Here comes the kick from the Tigers, end over end, and it is going to be picked up at about the 10-yard line by the Eagles. And coming down is going to be number 6 for the Eagles, Mason McHugh, down at about the 15-yard line, and that is where Edison will have it 1st and 10. 29 seconds left to go. First quarter action, 20-0 our score. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Hill Spring Church, currently meeting during the renovations that they have at the Charles Page High School in Sand Springs. So they would love to see you in their pew, in your pew this Sunday. Pastor Brent Kellogg and his congregation saying, "Go Eagles." Brady Goswick is your quarterback. We've got twins to the left, one man split to the right. And behind him, Ruben Robledo at the 10-yard line, who's getting up into the shotgun formation with him. Goswick rolls out to the left, tries to throw to London Levy, who was split out to about the 30-yard line on the far side. It fell incomplete.
Yeah, Galswick rolling out to his left that time, really making an awkward throw for the quarterback. And unfortunately for him, I don't know if he saw it or not, he had Hayden Perry streaking deep down the field with nobody around.
22 seconds left to play. First quarter action, 20-0 our score. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Twins out to the left, one man split to the right, Rathod. And the whistles blow, and I believe we have a timeout on the field. They want to talk things over. We'll take it with them and be back right after this. This is Edison Eagle football on the Edison Sports Network.
To see you each Monday night at the City Church. Join us at 7:37 p.m. as we'll help you grow in your faith and grow stronger in your walk with Jesus Christ. At Midtown Young Life, we love to see our students from Edison, Booker T, Bishop Kelly, and Kasha Hall, and invite you to come hang out with us. Young Life will be the best night of your week. Log on to younglife.org for more information. That's Midtown Young Life, Monday nights at the City Church.
Welcome you back to Coweta. 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Our score 20-0. Grant Merrill and Dean Green along with you. Our condolences to our normal camera lady, Candy Nichols, who lost her grandma this week, and we're praying for her and her family as they have funeral services set for tomorrow up in Claremore. Handoff, first man through, gets up to about the 17-yard line, maybe a gain of a yard on that play there.
Yeah, Edison offense really trying to stick with the same pattern right now, is get the ball to Robledo early and get that manageable yardage. But unfortunately right now it looks like Coweta's kind of figured it out and are starting to make their adjustments.
Well, that'll be the final play of the first quarter as it's 20-0, Coweta leading. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road fun. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Winoka, want to invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Winoka, the little city by the sand.
Hey students, Midtown Young Life is ready to see you each Monday night at the City Church. Join us at 7:37 p.m. as we'll help you grow in your faith and grow stronger in your walk with Jesus Christ. At Midtown Young Life, we love to see our students from Edison, Booker T, Bishop Kelly, and Kasha Hall and invite you to come hang out with us. Young Life will be the best night of your week. Log on to
We welcome you back to Coweta, 20-0 as we start the second quarter of play. Under center for the Eagles, it's going to be Brady Goswig. Man in motion to the right is Levy. Goswig back to pass, throws it right side, connects with an open receiver out at about the 18-yard line as he is immediately pummeled by a host of Coweta Tiger defenders, Dean.
Yeah, Isaiah Rathod on the reception there, the junior, really trying to make something happen, and unfortunately, Coweta sniffed that one out pretty quickly. Looks like it'll be 4th down for the Eagles now.
That'll bring up 4th down, as you mentioned, from the 17-yard line. So Eagles will have to punt it away here. And we'll see how far they can get it.
Yeah, Aiden Montgomery back deep to kick for the Eagles.
Montgomery ready to kick it away and a flag on the play. Well, the Eagles looking for anything that can help them. Not even great warm-up music has helped them this week. But
Well, encroachment on the defense there will drive them forward 5 yards and make it 4th and 5 now for the Eagles, but not enough.
11:08 left to go here. First half action, 20-0 our score. Kick coming as this one is end over end, and it's going to fall at about the 45-yard line, rolling back to the other 45, and it's going to be marked off right there at about the 46-yard line. So doing those honors is Rathod, Isaiah Rathod. And that is where Coweta will have it 1st and 10. As you can tell, the Coweta PA announcer always very excited, even when it's the first down after a punt. So maybe I should take some notes for next week's home game at Edison.
Well, you know, the way the season's gone for both these teams, they've got to be excited about something.
Got to be excited about any first down we can get.
That's right. That's right.
So for Coweta, they'll start it out from the 46, as we mentioned. Hand off to the first man through. He's going to get down to about the 47-yard line, and that's Caden Hedge, who gains about 2 yards on that play. 2nd down and 8. We've got a timeout on the field as we've got an injured Eagle on the field here.
Yeah, that was a rough hit he took right there. You hate to see that. It looked like his head got bent down and jarred up in.
Well, our very dedicated training staff is out there looking him over.
I will say that Edison has one of the best training staffs in the state.
They do.
They do a great job, especially with our head trainer Diana right now. She's done a great job so far since she's come in and taken over. She does a really good job with our student athlete trainers coming in and teaching them different things, and something we're really proud of at Edison is that their sports medicine program has really taken off here over the last year and a half and really made strides.
Well, my daughter Molly, of course, one of the trainers, and she's wanted to make it a college major.
Yeah, and that's what we're hopeful for at Edison. Is I know we have a lot of a great administration. One of them being Rachel McEnany, who actually wrote the degree at the University of Tulsa for their sports medicine program to be an athletic trainer.
Did not know that.
Yeah, she's one of them that's a big advocate for it and really pushes our athletic training kids to go in there and actually get in and, learn how to tape ankles, learn how to splint and do things like that, all athletic trainers' basic needs are. And that's been a blessing for us at Edison as we've done a really good job promoting that so far.
Donnell Turner was the injured Eagle. He went off the field on his own with very little help, so we're glad of that. Dropping back to pass is going to be the quarterback for Coweta. He connects. That's Caden Hedge on the throw. His receiver gets out to about the 43-yard line, and it's good enough for a Coweta Tiger first down.
Yeah, Aiden Montgomery on the tackle there for the Eagles defense, being able to force the receiver out of bounds there and making it to where they didn't get past him, thankfully.
2nd down and 8 from the 45-yard line. We've got 10-17 left to go in the first half. Our score 20-0. Thank you for being with us tonight here on the Edison Sports Network. Our coverage brought to you in part by Aspen Health and Rehab, 1251 West Houston Street in Broken Arrow. If you're looking for long-term care for a loved one, Aspen Health and Rehab is the place to start. Give them a call tomorrow to set up a tour, and you'll be glad you did. One of the nicest nursing home long-term care facilities that you will see in this part of the country, and I'm proud to have him as our title sponsor this year for Edison Eagle football. The quarterback, again, is Caden Hedge. He hands off to his first man, and they'll get out to the 50, down to the 45, down to about the 42. And on the run there, Brock Hyman, the running back there for the – and now I see the bottom of his number there. He is indeed a 2 and not a 7.
Yeah, Heilman with some really tough running right there for the Coweta Tigers offense. He's very speedy once he gets around that edge. Fortunately for us, we had a couple guys there to be able to gang tackle and get him out of bounds.
Caden Hedge is the quarterback once again. He's got a man on each side of him. One man split to the left for the Coweta Tigers. Handoff, first man through, gets down to about the 35-yard line, no further. On the stop there, Isaiah Rathod, and that was Jonathan Weininger, who is on the run there for the Coweta Tigers as he gets a 2nd down and 3 for the Coweta Tigers. 9:31 left to play here. Handoff. First man through again is Hyman. He's down to the 20, down to the 15. They finally drag him down at about the 11-yard line, and a good stop there for Edison and Marquaylin Davis.
Yeah, Marquaylin Davis saved that one from being 6 for the Tigers. Unfortunately, this Edison defense reeling right now as they've been on the field what seems like pretty much the whole game so far. It'd be nice to give them a little bit of a breather over there, as I know they're doing whatever they can right now to keep them out.
9:07 left to play here. Everybody close in this time for Coweta. Handoff, Hyman. He's down to about the 5-yard line, tackled by a host of Edison Eagles, and London Levy on the stop there. Got him down to the 2.
Yeah, kind of tough to see here, isn't it, Grant?
A little bit.
They got us pinched off a little bit up here at Coweta in the press box, but we'll make the best of an awkward situation.
Hey, it's nicer than the phone booth they had us in McAllister. So
you're not wrong. The only thing I could say is we need some window washers.
we might. But it's nice and warm in here. I'll give him that for sure. Handoff, Hyman. He's punching through down into the end zone for another Coweta touchdown, and they'll make it 26-0 with 8:20 left to go in the first half. And Coweta is just having their way with us tonight.
Yeah, tough run in there from Hyman once again as he ends up finding pay dirt again for the Coweta Tigers offense.
Extra point attempt coming. They've missed one. See what the kicker can do for these Coweta Tigers. Kick is up. It is through the uprights, and it is good. So with 8:20 left to play here in this first half, our score, Coweta 27 and Edison 0. We'll take a quick break. Be back right after this. This is the Edison Sports Network.
YoungLife.org for more information. That's Midtown Young Life, Monday nights at the City Church.
We welcome you back. Grant Merrill, Dean Green, along with you tonight. 27-0 our score. Sorry to have to report that tonight, but that's where we are.
On the bright side of things, we got the beautiful Candy Nichols walking up the stairs here. It looks like some drinks and
I think she's got a Dr. Pepper in hand.
Man, what a woman.
Well, you know, she's standing very slowly in front of our glass, and I know she's your girlfriend, Dean, but I'd rather look at her than the field at this point with the scoreboard. It is 8-12 left to go, and it's 27-0. So,
Man, it's been tough sledding for the Eagles offense tonight, as there's been a few mistakes, and that was one of our keys to being successful tonight, was kind of minimizing our mental mistakes and our turnovers, and we really have not been able to do that thus far.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Glad you're with us tonight. Any of the Green family listening in this evening?
Yeah, they're all listening tonight, especially the ones down in Bixby, and they're all requesting Candy Nichols to be able to get on the air tonight. They say that they're tuning in for her and not the Ranch Wilder wannabe and myself. So, we may end up having to give the people what they want.
What wannabe?
The Ranch Wilder. The Angels in the outfield reference there.
Yes. It's been a long time since I've seen Angels in the outfield. Danny Glover's finest. First man through, gets out to about the 20-yard line for the Edison Eagles.
Yeah, London Labey with some real good running right there for the Edison offense, as looks like he got about an 8 on that one, Grant. I mean, that's a big game for the offense right now. So
7:52 left to go in this first half. 27-0 our score. Yeah, I was never on Angels in the outfield. I have very few claims to fame.
Yeah, that's one of the few and far that I've seen. So few and far between movies that I've been able to watch, but it's always a oldie but a goodie.
Back to throw is going to be Goswick, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. I did once co-host a television show with Chris Lincoln, which is a claim to fame if you ask Chris Lincoln. So we did have that going for us.
Somebody won out of that deal, right?
Right. 7:05 left to play here.
I mean, this is my claim to fame right now. I'm up here with Grant Merrill.
You're also the most winningest head flag football coach in Edison history,
and the state of Oklahoma at this point in time.
At this point, yeah.
Well, I'm tied, but hey, we'll worry about that later.
Trips out to the right, one man to the left. Back to throw is Goswick. Looking, he'll sling it up the left side of the field and connect with an open receiver. London Labey gets tripped up at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, great one-handed catch there by Labey, and he had some green grass in front of him. Unfortunately, slipped down and was not able to capitalize on the mistake by the Coweta defense there.
6:22 left to go in the first half. There's a full moon over Coweta. We hope that it's shining on you.
I'm glad we finally got some football weather out here, though.
Yes, I am too. I did hear on the radio station this morning when I promptly turned the channel that it's supposed to be back in the 90s next week.
Oh man!
Which it's fake fall for the all of us here in Oklahoma.
Gotta love Mother Nature. You can't beat her.
Looks like we got a flag on the play and a delay of game here. We haven't had fall tornado season yet, though. I've been kind of waiting on that.
Yeah, when that hits, you never know what happens around here.
Well, it was, I want to say it was 2 years ago this week that, if you remember, Coweta High School got hit by a tornado in October.
Yeah.
It was one of those that it was like the one night of the fall that we had severe weather moving through the area, and they got hit by an F2 tornado down here. Here's the punt. Aiden Montgomery kicking, or another kicking it away. That is actually going to be number 32 for the Eagles, who remains nameless at this point. He is not listed on our Edison Eagle roster. Going to have to get Assistant Athletic Director Lauren Merrill to give us a correct copy of the Eagle roster.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that filled in.
5:29 left to play here. And I say Lauren just because I know she's probably the only one amongst us who has it on her phone ready to go. you know.
That's 100% correct. It sure ain't me.
She's out of Raymond Ships, Dean Green, and her, I think she is the most organized.
Oh, by far. By far.
All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here with Coweta. Is Ellis Legend is the quarterback here. He's got his team lined up in the gun here. He'll drop back to throw and sling it right side to an open teammate down at the 45-yard line. Brought down at the 42 is Joe Chavez for the Coweta Tigers, and that's a gain of about 3 on the play. That'll bring up second down and 7 from about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Coweta was trying to run a trick play right there, trying to get a backwards pass into a forwards pass there, and we were fortunate enough to be on top of that one.
5:04 left to play here. Our score 27-0 in favor of Coweta. Chavez again receiving a pass there from Legend. He'll get down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Donnell Turner with a big tackle right there for the Edison defense coming up strong. Keeping it to a third down right now for Coweta, which could be a big stop for the Edison defense. We can get one here. We can get off the field and really get the momentum back a little bit.
Third down and 5. Handoff. First man through is Hyman. He'll roll out to the left side. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Levy with a great tackle right there. Big time tackle, getting out wide and not letting go once he got a hold of him. That's the wrestling hand strength coming in right there. As Levy makes a great tackle and hopefully gets the Edison defense off the field right here.
Folks, I'd like to announce on the air tonight that I will be paying for Dean and Candy's dinner after the game, likely at a Catoosa area Waffle House, as they were the winners of our bet on the Texas-Oklahoma game.
Always good to be a winner, Grant.
OU Texas, of course, amongst common sense fans like us who root for Oklahoma and others who root for Texas. They just happen to be here in the booth with us tonight. Now Hyman, after making a catch, gets down to the 21-yard line. Big first down there. They went for it on fourth down.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field here. Blocking the back on the Coweta offense. Looks like that one will be coming back for us.
So
that's a bright spot for us. So
it is a bright spot. It is a ray of sunshine in a very dark clouds, not as dark as they were the night that the tornado hit here. Kind of a stormy first half.
You know, even though that went for negative yards for Coweta there, that was a heck of a grab by Hyman on that play.
3:40 left to go here. 27-0 our score. And that'll bring up fourth down at about 15.
Edison defense moving the ball in the right direction right now.
On penalty yardage, that guy on the chain gang is getting his steps in tonight. So that'll put it at the 48-yard line. Coweta's own 48-yard line. We've got 3:40 left to play here. 27-0 our score.
You know, if that guy gets tired from all those steps, he can always go down to Winoka. It's a great place to get away.
Come for the day or a weekend stay. Well, did we have some? They're going to spot the ball at midfield. That I guess they were 2 yards off. And now Coweta is going to punt it away here. We think they are. End over end kick is going to be bouncing back to about the 10-yard line, marked off at about the 5. Heads up play there for Coweta, marking that off the way they did.
Yeah, it was a really good job on the return or on the kick team there for Coweta, getting down and pinning them deep. Once again, as the Eagles start with bad field position, really kind of stuck behind the 8 ball tonight as far as being back in their own territory and really just kind of having to come out fighting.
So 3:25 left to go in the first half. 27-0 our score at this point. See some of our fine members of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol here tonight. They must have saw me coming in.
We were just making good time, right?
Exactly. Exactly. There was heavy traffic here in Coweta tonight.
There was.
We took back roads. Handoff, first man through for the Eagles, gets out to the 10. That is going to be Ruben Robledo on the carry there for Edison. 3:13 left to go here. So don't forget, Edison and East Central in flag football coming up on Wednesday night. Is that at La Fortune? Is that game at La Fortune?
Yeah, that game will be, or no, the East Central will be at East Central over on the east side. So a home game for them, but the first real road test that we'll have.
2:45 left to play here. First half action. And a pass to the right side of the field falls incomplete, intended for Ruben Robledo. Well, we'll go over to East Central on Wednesday night. I'll make a quick trip to that convenience store. Everybody knows what we're talking about.
The only one in the area there. So
Right. And we'll hopefully see these Edison Lady Eagles get them a victory. Of course, East Central won over Booker T 50-0 last night.
yeah, it'll be a fun matchup for the girls. After talking to them today at practice, they're really kind of up for the test, and I think they got a taste of winning last night and really want to expand upon that.
Well, I said Booker T. It's Bishop Kelly that they beat last night. London Levy will take it out to about the 20-yard line. And it's an exciting brand of football.
It is, and it's really exciting to see the girls out there and doing something that they enjoy, and it being kind of a first time for them to get out there and do it. So it's fun to give them that experience.
Handoff for Robledo. He'll get it up to about the 22-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play. My ears perked up when I was talking to our new assistant athletic director for the district, Jason, and his last name fails me at the moment, but he was telling me how many small colleges have scholarship programs for flag football now.
Yeah, women's flag football is a booming sport right now. It's all throughout college. There's opportunity left and right for girls to finally expand on their higher education needs and everything through the avenue of sports. And flag football has kind of been that car that's riding along it. So it's always fun to see, and it's also going to be an Olympic sport here before long. So that's also another big venture for them that they're going into.
Goswick hands off, first man through, take it down about 2 yards ahead. Robledo again, the ball carrier, as he'll get down to the 24-yard line. And that'll bring up third down. Coweta calling a timeout here with 1:12. So if you are a flag football coach looking for recruits, that is MOLLY MERRILL. No, I was really, my daughter, of course, Molly playing quarterback last night in that game, and she and Belle Clemens alternating at that spot, and both of them did pretty well. I mean, I hate to say that my daughter is better at football than I ever was.
Yeah, they both came out and really showed off their talents last night. And I believe Molly throwing for a couple touchdowns last night and being able to really command the offense really well. She did a great job for us. I'm really looking to expand upon that this week, and hopefully that'll continue and carry over.
She gets the ability to give orders from her stepmother, Coach Lauren Merrill.
Also, if
mother.
if anybody wants to make a complaint tonight, we'll always send those to Lauren Merrill. You can get her email address at the Tulsa Public Schools if you'd like to send that in to her. So,
and if you make a complaint to my wife, it'll be nothing she's ever. It's not like she hadn't heard it before. I promise you. Handoff, first man through is Goswick on the keeper there, or actually Robledo. He'll get up to the 25-yard line, gain of 1 on the play. You know, 5 left to play here, and the Tigers taking another timeout. I believe that's their last one.
Yeah, and it looks like they'll push it to 4th down here. We'll see what the Eagles can do. I mean, this has been a tough first half for them, to say the least.
Got to see what they're thinking when they're up, 27-0 and still taking that time out to talk things over.
Yeah, it looks like these coaches are really trying to get after these Coweta players right now and make adjustments. As like I mentioned earlier, they're a very young squad, but it looks like they do have quite a bit of talent. So the future may be bright for the Coweta Tigers, unfortunately for us Edison fans.
1:05 left to play in the first half. Our score 27-0 if you're just joining us. And they're going to punt it away right here. Here's the kick, and it is going to bounce back. Could Montgomery have changed to another number? No, that's not Aiden.
No, I believe that is Jorge Navarrete. We finally have a name for our masked man down there. Number 32 for the Edison offense, back to punt.
And Coweta will have a first down, 1st and 10 at the Edison 49-yard line. Well, Dean, not the first half that we wanted to see, but hopefully there's always the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be up to the Edison coaches to go into halftime here and really get in these players and try to make some adjustments. You know, we won't be very productive otherwise, and that's the only way these guys are going to really learn and develop. So hopefully they'll get in there and make some adjustments at half, and we'll get in the right direction and have a different second half.
Caden Hedges' pass almost picked off, but it ends up falling incomplete to bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Coweta Tigers. 48 seconds left to play here. First half action, 27-0 our score. Edison trailing Coweta. And ready to take that snap is going to be Caden Hedge. Rolling out to he knocked over an official and completed the pass after doing it.
Man.
Make sure the white hat's okay. He got pummeled.
Yeah, the white hat taking a big hit right there, but shaking it off, getting up and getting back down the field. Big time pass play there, though, for the Coweta offense once again, as the Eagles are treading water.
Haven't seen that much stamina in a white hat since the great Stuart Gallagher took the field last time. Dropping back to throw is going to be Hedge. His pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, London Levy there on the defense there for Edison. Did a great job being right on that on the receiver's hip and making that one go incomplete.
2nd down.
Edison defensive line doing a really good job putting pressure on the quarterback tonight when they have dropped back to pass. So I will say that's been one of the bright sides for the Edison defense tonight.
They've stood out in some places, and we just hate to see the offense struggle the way it has. Handoff, first man through for the Coweta Tigers is pummeled by London Levy at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Levy with a big hit, and looks like Coweta offense is going hurry up now.
J.J. Smith was on the run there for the Tigers, and now a bobbled snap here with 12 seconds left to go in the half. They're at the 19, and they are not giving up.
No, Coweta looking to go in, and it looks like they're trying to go for the kill in the first half right here and really put this one out of reach.
Back under center, it's going to be Ellis Legend. Legend directing traffic, ready to take the snap here. He'll send a man in motion. That's Hyman. Back to pass. Legend throwing toward the end zone. It's caught for another Coweta touchdown.
Yeah, miscommunication and breakdown right there by the Edison secondary. The receiver was wide open in the end zone there. A lot of miscommunication. That's one of those things that you're playing with a young group of guys out there, and they're just inexperienced in it and not able to switch off defenders. So once again, hopefully this will be a learning point for the Edison defense, and we can go in at halftime and make some adjustments and figure out what's going on.
6 seconds to play. They'll try the extra point right here to try to make it a 34-0 ball game. Here's the kick. It is good. 34-0, our score. We will take a break and be back right after this as you're listening to the Edison Sports Network. Now this word for Aspen Health and Rehab.
When your health throws you a curveball, many times outpatient rehab is your best option. Aspen Health and Rehab in Broken Arrow is changing the way that Oklahoma families are thinking about long-term care. With every amenity of home, first-class dining, and professionals that put your care first, Aspen Health and Rehab is ready to take on your personalized plan of care. Check them out today at aspenhealthrehab.com. Aspen Health and Rehab, where healthcare and luxury come together.
Hey students, Midtown Young Life is ready to see you each Monday night at the City Church. Join us at 7:37 p.m. as we'll help you grow in your faith and grow stronger in your walk with Jesus Christ. At Midtown Young Life, we love to see our students from Edison, Booker T, Bishop Kelly, and Kasha Hall and invite you to come hang out with us. Young Life will be the best night of your week. Log on to younglife.org for more information. That's Midtown Young Life, Monday nights at the City Church.
Welcome back to Coweta. 34-0 our score. 6 seconds left to play. Grant Merrill, Dean Green along with you as we approach halftime. A touchback as the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20, but they've got time for one play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do here. If it's me, I think we kind of take a knee and really get back into the locker room and try to fix some things. But you never know here. Hopefully they'll come up with something and we might be able to get downfield a little bit and get some momentum going into the half.
Have a little dignity heading into the halftime locker room. Back under center is Brody Goswick. Robledo right behind him. Goswick takes the snap, hands off for Robledo. Right up the middle, gets to the 22-yard line, no further. And that is the end of the first half. So we've played 2 quarters here in Coweta tonight. Coweta 34, Edison 0. Back after these messages. And this for America's Oasis.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road fun. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Winoka, want to invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Winoka, the little city by the sand.
Hey students, Midtown Young Life is ready to see you each Monday night at the City Church. Join us at 7:37 p.m. as we'll help you grow in your faith and grow stronger in your walk with Jesus Christ. At Midtown Young Life, we love to see our students from Edison, Booker T, Bishop Kelly, and Kasha Hall and invite you to come.
When your health throws you a curveball, many times outpatient rehab is your best option. Aspen Health and Rehab in Broken Arrow is changing the way that Oklahoma families are thinking about long-term care. With every amenity of home, first-class dining, and professionals that put your care first, Aspen Health and Rehab is ready to take on your personalized plan of care. Check them out today at aspenhealthrehab.com. Aspen Health and Rehab, where healthcare and luxury come together. When your health throws you a curveball, many times outpatient rehab is your best option. Aspen Health and Rehab in Broken Arrow is changing the way that Oklahoma families are thinking about long-term care. With every amenity of home, first-class dining, and professionals that put your care first, Aspen Health and Rehab is ready to take on your personalized plan of care. Check them out today at aspenhealthrehab.com. Aspen Health and Rehab, where healthcare and luxury come together.
Hang out with us. Young Life will be the best night of your week. Log on to younglife.org for more information. That's Midtown Young Life, Monday nights at the City Church.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road fun. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Winoka, want to invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Winoka, the little city by the sand.
We welcome you back to Coweta. Our score 34-0. Grant Merrill and Dean Green along with you. Coweta in the lead as we enjoy the halftime performance of the Coweta Tiger Marching Band. Let's tell you about some of the different games going on tonight. Of course, most of Oklahoma playing Thursday night football because of fall break in some parts. We've already had our fall break this past weekend, but we are, of course, accommodating to many of the other schools that are participating in it, Dean. Right now, UConn leading trailing Union 42-13. It's Westmore over Edmond Santa Fe 3-0 at the half. Jinx leading Deer Creek 21-0. Second quarter action there. Norman is leading Moore 14-7. Owasso leading Edmond Memorial at the half, and that is a 25-0 score. How about our friend Antonio Graham, who is just off to a great start? Of course, you know, so many people wondering how hard it would be to replace Bill Blankenship there at Owasso, but Antonio is off to a 6-0 start and looking to make it 7-0 tonight.
Man, he's done a great job taking over for Bill Blankenship out there, and it's been, you know, a blessing for them to get him in there as a veteran coach and being able to just kind of take right off where Bill left it, you know.
Bixby leading Enid 42-7 at the half. Norman North leading, speaking of Blankenships, Norman North leading Broken Arrow, winless Norman North leading Broken Arrow 21-14. So the struggles continuing for Josh Blankenship and the Tigers this year.
Yeah, that's a surprise right there. Is, you know, I figured Broken Arrow would have handled them pretty easily tonight, but I guess that's why they play the game, Grant.
6A2, Stillwater and Choctaw tied at 14. Putnam City North leading winless Bartlesville at the half, 10-0. Muskogee leading Capitol Hill at the half, 41-0. Southmore leading Northwest Classen 31-0 in the second quarter. Sand Springs leading Putnam City West 42-0, and Sepulpa and Ponca City, no score reported in that one as of yet. Into Class 5A tonight. It is Collinsville trailing Claremore 15-13. Kind of a surprise there. That was actually a really good game on paper, as they're both 5-1, but Collinsville, of course, number 4 team in the state in Class 5A right now.
Yeah, that was going to be a really premier matchup tonight in the state of Oklahoma. Is Collinsville Claremore, always a big rivalry game for those two. Is neither one of them really like each other too much, so it'd be interesting to see how that one plans out.
Bishop McGinnis 33, Duncan 0. From the It Couldn't Happen to Nicer People file, Bishop Kelly leads McAllister 21-15 at the half. Tahlequah leading Memorial 49-6. El Reno over Lawton at the half, 20-13. As we've mentioned, Coweta leading Edison here 34-0. Coweta on their way, if the current trend continues, to their first win of the season tonight over our Eagles. Carl Albert, number 1 in the state, leading winless John Marshall 31-0 at the half. Pryor beating Hale 51-0. MacArthur leading Midwest City 22-6. Guthrie over Western Heights at the half, 47-0. And Altus leading Noble, Noble leading Altus 14-0. Noble looking for their first win. 0-6 coming in tonight. Altus is 3-3, and Noble's on the winning side of that one this evening.
Yeah, really a lot of one-sided games there tonight, it seems like. So I'm glad it's not just us out here, but hopefully some of these people will turn it around, and there'll be some good high school football played the rest of the second half tonight.
Wagner leading Cushing 21-14. Woodward trailing Clinton, and the Red Tornadoes 20-6 at the half. Bridge Creek at Cache tonight 22-13. Poto's Pirates leading McLean at home 14-0. McLean 3-3 on the season coming into tonight's ball game. Ada leading Stillwell 41-0. Broken Bow leading Hilldale 19-15 at the half. Fort Gibson leading Skiatook 36-3. Tuttle over Tecumseh 50-0 in the second quarter. Grove leading Miami 21-17. Elk City leading Douglas 36-0. Elgin leading Weatherford 35-7. I was in one of those towns today.
I'm sorry.
I know. Bethany leading Hera 28-0. Chickasha and Medill tied at 14. Blanchard leading Ardmore 28-6. My friend Brandon Tyler and the Sallisaw Black Diamonds talk about a team that's off to a good season this year. They lead Glenpool at the half 24-0. Glenpool still looking for their first win this season. And Catoosa is trailing Oologah right now 17-13.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, Oologah is having their struggles this year. 1-5 on the season this year, and we're wondering if they'd win another game. But right now they've got that 4-point lead over Catoosa at the half. So,
yeah, that's a shocking score right there. I wasn't expecting that.
Oologah Talala is they are like the great metroplexes: Dallas, Fort Worth, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Oologah, and Talala.
This is true. I spent 3 years as an assistant coach for the baseball team at Oologah.
Did you really?
I did. I
did
did.
not know that.
I did that before I came out this way, and they were always good people out that way. But
I did not inspect that part of your resume before we hired you here at Edison. So, anyway. All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, third quarter action. Again, our score, it is Coweta 34, Edison 0. We're back after this on the Edison Sports Network.
When your health throws you a curveball, many times outpatient rehab is your best option. Aspen Health and Rehab in Broken Arrow is changing the way that Oklahoma families are thinking about long-term care. With every amenity of home, first-class dining, and professionals that put your care first, Aspen Health and Rehab is ready to take on your personalized plan of care. Check them out today at aspenhealthrehab.com. Aspen Health and Rehab, where healthcare and luxury come together.
Hey students, Midtown Young Life is ready to see you each Monday night at the City Church. Join us at 7:37 p.m. as we'll help you grow in your faith and grow stronger in your walk with Jesus Christ. At Midtown Young Life, we love to see our students from Edison, Booker T, Bishop Kelly, and Kasha Hall, and invite you to come hang out with us. Young Life will be the best night of your week. Log on to younglife.org for more information. That's Midtown Young Life, Monday nights at the City Church.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road fun. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Winoka, want to invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Winoka, the little city by the sand.
We welcome you back to Coweta. Grant Merrill, Coach Dean Green along with you tonight as we're just wrapping up halftime 34-0. An impressive performance from the Coweta High School Marching Band here tonight as they Man, they came out with props. They came out with all kinds of things tonight. I mean,
It was very colorful too. That was
I didn't understand any of it, but man, they were putting a great effort into making quite a show out of their production.
I kind of felt dazed and confused off of it, you know.
A little bit. But I will say that Candy and I were able to identify Christina Aguilera's "Beautiful" as the last song that they played. So
She's got a real ear for music, you know. I've noticed that about her.
I was a little upset that Christina herself did not show up to, oversee the singing or playing of her song, but we can all wish. Anyway, well, we've been talking in the booth, and obviously, these both of these teams are, playing with a lot to play for. Coweta looking for their first win, and Edison just wanting to get back to some winning ways. And if you're Edison right now and you're down and you're just not feeling it, I mean, how do you, as a coach, how do you get past that? How do you try to get this team back into the game tonight?
I mean, Coach Borgstad, you know, after hearing from our always wonderful athletic director Raymond Ships here, you know, he was in there getting on to him in the locker room, which is, you know, really an encouraging sign for me to hear because, you know, I think that's what the kids need right now. They need to light a fire in them. And that's how you get guys to respond is you get them together and you come together as one and you're able to pull the same way on the rope. That's the only way you're going to get things turned around. You know, they've got to play perfect football this second half in order to get back into this thing. So hopefully Coach Borgstad went in there. They made some adjustments. They're going to get them lined up in the right positions this time, defense and offense. And hopefully they're going to come out firing. Hopefully they'll come out with a little different attitude and a chip on their shoulder trying to prove something. Really, that's the only way you can turn something like this around. The game's not over, but if they don't come out with the right attitude, it sure could be fast.
From a momentum perspective, you kind of see a point in the season where it's like we hope they still have a lot to play for personally. It's just we want them to get that energy back that they had when we beat Memorial, when we played Collinsville, when it was a lot closer than the scoreboard indicated. We just want to see that team back, and hopefully they can fight through some of these injuries. I know, we lost some good players like Macon Martin last week who had that injury on defense. He's not playing tonight that I've seen. You've got quite a few kids that we just know they're up to the task, and hopefully they can get all the buttons pushed tonight and ready to go.
Yeah, we've been really banged up the last couple of weeks, but like you said, you know, we've got to really make do with what we've got right now. And this group of kids out there, we're hoping they come out and they have a different momentum attitude and really can get it growing for us.
Well, we've got a new kicker, of course, who is doing the honors tonight, Jorge Navarra. We're tied up he tees it up at the 40-yard line and will kick from right to left. End over end kick is going to be picked up at about the 21-yard line by the Tigers. They'll return it to the 30, out to about the 34-yard line. And on the return there for the Coweta Tigers is big number 11. That is Hudson Arnold. He is a quarterback normally for these Tigers and turned out to be a pretty decent return man on that opening kickoff.
Yeah, they made the best out of nothing right there as far as Coweta goes, and hopefully the Edison defense, like I said, will come out here with a little chip on their shoulder and try to prove something right this second half.
34-0. If you're just joining us, Coweta leading it as we open up the third quarter. 8 seconds in, and Legend, the quarterback, is going to take it off the right hash mark here. One man split to the left and twins close in to the right here. He gets some final words from the sideline as they make some adjustments there on the line, and now Legend ready to take the snap. Does so. He'll drop back and throw it to the right side, connecting with an open receiver there near the 35-yard line. Brett Schaffler is the wide receiver that makes that catch there. Not much of a gain there as he'll get up to about the 36, and that's a gain of 2 on the play to bring up second down and 8.
Mac McDill with a big tackle right there up on the receiver. You know, he's one of the few that have shown a lot of fire tonight in him, and I appreciate that out of him. He's out there playing hard, and I'm hoping the rest of them will follow suit.
Twins to the left, one man split to the right. And Legend ready to take the snap here. Does so. Hands off to the first man through as he'll wrap around the left side of the line there and get down to about the 46. On the run there is J.J. Smith. the tailback, and that's another Coweta Tiger first down as he gets up to about the 46-yard line on that carry.
Yeah, Donnell Turner with a good form tackle there in the open field, making sure he didn't get more than what he could have.
Twins out to the right, one man split to the left. Legend, the quarterback, with the handoff here. Smith around the right side again, down to the 45-40, down to the 35-30, gets down to about the 28, where he has ran out of bounds there. 10:51 left to play here, and that's another 1st and 10 for the Coweta Tigers.
Yeah, Coweta wanting to go fast this drive, really trying to catch the Edison defense off guard. Isaiah Rathod with the touchdown-saving tackle there. But, man, Coweta just having its way once again with this Edison defense.
Twins out to the left side, one man split to the right. Legend, the quarterback again, handing it off. First man through down to about the 24. And that's Hyman, the ball carrier, down for about a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3 now. 10:36 left to play.
Yeah, this Coweta offense doing a really good job of keeping the Edison Eagles going sideline to sideline, really wearing them out right now.
Twins out to the right, handoff, first man through Smith. He'll get down to the 10, the 5, down to the end zone for another Coweta touchdown, and it is 40-0. Not what you want to see if you love the Edison Eagles tonight, but this Coweta team is definitely trying to notch that first win and get it in a big fashion tonight.
Yeah, right now they're succeeding at it, Grant. It's tough to watch, like you said, as an Edison faithful, but there have been some bright spots to us. But let's hope that this Edison defense will turn it around right now, and hopefully the offense will come out and give us a little momentum.
Extra point attempt is up and through the uprights, and it is 41-0 in favor of the Coweta Tigers. We will take a quick break and be back right after this. You're listening to the Edison Sports Network.
When your health throws you a curveball, many times outpatient rehab is your best option. Aspen Health and Rehab in Broken Arrow is changing the way that Oklahoma families are thinking about long-term care. With every amenity of home, first-class dining, and professionals that put your care first, Aspen Health and Rehab is ready to take on your personalized plan of care. Check them out today at aspenhealthrehab.com. Aspen Health and Rehab, where healthcare and luxury come together.
Thank you to our friends at Aspen Health and Rehab for their sponsorship of Edison Eagle football tonight. 10:18 left to play here. 41-0 our score. As Edison will look to receive, Coweta teeing it up at the 40-yard line, ready to kick it away. Landon Stevens is the kicker, and his end-over-end kick back toward about the 5-yard line, and it is caught, returned by Davis, I believe, as they'll get it out to the 15, maybe up to the 16-yard line, and that is where Edison will take over 1st and 10. So a very short return there, but it's better than fumbling the football, which we've seen this year.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit this year in the Edison return game, but Marquaylin Davis pretty sure-handed back there and has done a really good job returning so far tonight.
We've got some really talented kids. We really do.
Yeah.
And you know, we got to get them all on the same page, and you know, just making it up the field and firing on all cylinders. And sometimes they did that tonight. They were pretty consistent with the short gains earlier in the game as Goswick drops back to throw and slings it up the field to the 24-yard line, connecting with his open receiver. I believe that's Davis again, or McHugh.
Isaiah Rathod looks like on that reception.
Okay. And I was unable to see because of one of the large defensive linemen for Coweta. 9:43 left to play here. Third quarter action, 41-0 our score. Trips out to the left. One of them's Levy. One of them is Hayden Perry. And now the snap taken by Goswick on the keeper. He rolls out to the right, gets out to the 30, up to the 35-yard line, tripped up and stopped near the 37, and that is an Edison Eagle, Aspen Health and Rehab first down.
And there we go. That's some of the bright spots that we're talking about. Goswick showing off his legs and showing the momentum right now. You know, you really want to see this as an Edison faithful. Let's keep this going. Get back to the line and get it going again.
9:14 left to play here, third quarter action. Trips out to the left this time. One man split to the right as now Goswick motioning a man in to the right. That's McHugh. Handoff goes to McHugh over around the right side. He'll get to the 40, up to the 45. Ran out of bounds near the first down marker.
Yeah. McHugh with a great run right there. You know, and this is what we're talking about. The offensive momentum's finally starting to roll, and let's keep it going. So
I was a little more generous on the yardage. They're actually going to call that 2nd down and 3 as they will put that at the 44-yard line.
I stand corrected on the runner right there. That was Clem Collins taking off running around the side.
We apologize for that.
Yeah.
Handoff from Goswick. Ball carrier gets it up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Robledo right there with some tough running, trying to penetrate through the middle of the defense there, and it's just not going to happen tonight. Not with the big bodies for Coweta, it looks like.
Robledo and our quarterback Goswick and a couple of the other players have the pink sleeves on tonight. I guess that is in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And a lot of our players doing their part to recognize some of the ladies who have put up that fight. So we appreciate that. Back to throw. Nice connection made there near the 49-yard line. London Laby makes a catch. And Isaiah Rathod is actually the ball carrier there who makes that catch. And that'll move up the chains for another Aspen Health and Rehab first down. 1st and 10 from our own 49. They're starting to get some of that consistency back and moving it on down the field a bit at a time.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator at halftime, Tommy Rogers, I know was in there trying to make sure that they were getting lined up correctly. He's done a really good job of that with this young group this year.
Trips to the left, one man to the right. Faking a handoff is Goswick as he rolls out to the right and ends up getting sacked behind the line of scrimmage, about a 4-yard loss on that play. 7:26 left to go in the third quarter, 41-0 our score.
Yeah, the Edison offense really getting some momentum going finally on this drive, but unfortunately on that going the wrong direction with the chains. So hopefully they can right the ship right here and keep this thing rolling.
Trips out to the left once again. One man split to the right. Goswick ready to take the snap. Off that right hash mark, he's ready to do so. Rolls out to the left after taking the snap and looking to throw. In trouble, runs anyway. Flags flying on the plays. He's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Goswick trying to get to the outside. Really got kind of hung out to dry there as there's flags flying everywhere. As Robledo going to get called for a holding penalty right there in the backfield.
You know, we've the good thing about tonight is that we've got our own officiating hotline here in the press box with the official of all officials himself, Raymond Ships.
The Honorable Raymond Ships.
Raymond Ships, who is quick to tell us what some of these calls are as they happen.
He is the Chief Justice when it comes to officials. That's what it is.
He is. I did get a kick the other night out of Clay Martin when he said that they had fumbled the basketball down in Houston. I texted him and he said, "Man," he goes, "I didn't even know what I said until my phone started going off." And now another loss is Goswick takes the snap, and as he drops back, he meets a defender face to face who drags him back about 4 yards.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Edison offense, who had a lot of momentum. And Grant, what do you call this 4th down here? Fourth and
a mile and a half for the Edison Eagles. Unfortunately, it's a long way.
Yeah, Jorge Navarrete back to punt again in replacement of Ada Montgomery, who I think went down with an injury earlier in the game and is sidelined, unfortunately, for us, as he's been a real bright spot in our kicking game this year.
If we get backed up any further, they may have to pay to go through the toll booth. The kick from Aiden Montgomery is picked up, and it's going to be brought back out to about the 43-yard line here. And the return man is going to be Kyler Moore for the Coweta Tigers. They've got a 1st and 10 near the 45-yard line. Edison Eagle basketball will be here before you know it with Coach Creed Flowers, our new first-year coach, and, of course, Coach you and the Lady Eagles as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Creed Flowers brings to the table here at Edison is I've heard great things about him as a player during his time at Edison, and that was one of the big things this offseason is him wanting to come back to his alma mater and
Absolutely.
right the ship and bring another championship to Edison basketball. So I'm really excited to see the direction he's willing to take the program. As I've already seen great things from him, especially getting to drop in and watch practice every now and then.
Legend is tripped up and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Second down from the 37-yard line. Legend back to pass now. He'll throw right side to Hyman. Hyman down to the 42, still on his feet. About 3 Edison Eagles trying to bring him down, and they finally do so right at the 45-yard line. One of the men leading that defensive stop there was Josh Walker of the Eagles, and Coweta actually gains a yard on that play. It took him quite a while to get there, but they bring up 3rd down and 9.
Looks like we got an Edison Eagle down on the field.
And now we've got an injury timeout here as our trainers are headed out to check on one of our players. I see tell you who that is here in just a moment.
Looks like Brandon McNack, if I'm not mistaken.
Alexander is the Cody Alexander. Our Edison Eagles roster may need an update. It's Alexander, according to the athletic director, Raymond Ships, and
The Honorable.
the Honorable. And so our trainers are out, Diana and Molly Merrill, giving him a thorough look over here.
Yeah, once again, our training staff right on the scene. I mean, immediately, Diana's done a great job with that. And Molly's showing off her football speed right there, getting onto the field tonight.
Well, between athletic training and flag football, we're going to work the scholarship angle over the next 6 or 7 months.
Hey, whatever it takes.
For sure. I know that we really, again, I want to thank our sports coverage or our sports department over at the Tulsa World. They gave us a lot of coverage of that flag football last night and sent photographers and had a photo gallery. I know Molly was in there and some of our other kids as well, Belle Clemens and a few of the others who were active last night. Ava Montgomery, our homecoming queen, she played as well last night and was in that Tulsa World photo gallery. And we really sometimes take for granted the incredible job that they do at covering all of the games that they do, and especially coming out for a brand new sport like that. So thank you to the Tulsa World for your coverage.
Yeah, I really can't thank them enough for that because it's a great opportunity for the girls, but it's one of those things where you see all these female sports around Edison and you know how good an athlete they are in their own sport. And then you put them out on a football field and it really just makes you appreciate it that much more, seeing their athleticism and talents take over. Just knowing that they can get out there and are equally talented as some of these boys are out here.
Man in motion to the left. That is going to be Hyman back to throw his Legend. He's in trouble. He guns it up the middle of the field and actually finds a receiver near the 46-yard line. And on the run, there's Brandon Floyd as he'll get down to about that 46, and he's close to a first down. 4th down and a couple of actually, they're going to say that's a first down for the Coweta Tigers.
That's tough there for the Edison defense as they thought they might have came up with a stop. And once again, Coweta going hurry up. So
also, I'd be remiss if we didn't thank the News on 6 for coming out last night and giving us some TV coverage. Hyman takes the handoff, gets down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Coweta, back into the end zone again, and it's 47-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Grant, I think I'm going to be hearing cowbells in my sleep.
It's like a Mississippi State game around here.
It sure feels like it at this point.
Although I don't think Mississippi State has played as well as Coweta has this year. So
I don't believe so either.
And the extra point attempt is coming. Brandon Stevens is that's a fake, actually. They're going to drop back to throw, and it's intercepted. Just like that, our Edison defense picks off the throw after the fake. Good work there by Marquaylin Davis, who was able to pick that off. So the score will stay 47-0, 3:35 left to play in this third quarter.
You really got to think what Coweta's trying to do right there. I mean, I know it's still midway through their season and they're trying to work on things, but up 47-0 and you're going for 2 on your opponent. Not a real encouraging look for their program.
Well, they're off to their first win, and they got a lot of momentum that they haven't had earlier in the season tonight. And we can judge, but I know that it's exciting for them.
Yeah, you can't blame the players on that one. That's something that they're playing for, trying to get their momentum rolling in the right direction. Still, just leaves kind of a foul taste in my mouth on that one. So.
That fake point after reminds me of when Kendall Browse was at Arkansas. But he'd tried that when we were down by 20.
always, always working on something.
Always working on something. Didn't really know when the proper time to unveil it was, but he always had a trick up his sleeve. And now the kickoff is going to be fielded at about the 10-yard line, and our return man was tripped up from the moment he caught the football. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Eagles from our own 10-yard line.
Once again, Edison just having to try to avoid those mental mistakes and those silly mistakes, and unfortunately tonight we're not able to do that. We've shot ourselves in the foot too many times right now.
Foot, knee, hands.
It's been a night. It's been a shotgun blast at this point. So,
oh heavens. Well, sometimes when you're recovering from things like that, our friends at Aspen Health and Rehab are happy to help you along the way. So be sure and check with them if you're in a rehab situation. They'd love to see you at 1251 West Houston in Broken Arrow. As now our quarterback Goswick throws to the right side. His receiver ran out of bounds near the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be Mason McHugh catching the pass and being ran out of bounds a yard ahead of where he started. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, you'd really like to see this Eagles offense take some shots down the field just to try to catch this Coweta defense sleeping a little bit.
So Brady Goswick ready to take the snap as Robledo's right there behind him. Does so. Hands off Robledo up the middle. He'll get up to about the 18-yard line. Good enough for another Aspen Health and Rehab 1st down, and they will move up those chains.
Yeah, Robledo has been a bright spot for the Eagles offense this season. A lot of tough running out of him. And he's got to be reeling from this. He wants to be more successful with it, but he's really shown a lot of toughness and good leadership for this program so far.
Flag on the play. It looks like we had a Coweta defender jump off sides here. And that's going to march Edison up even more. Should be 1st down and 5 rather than 1st down and 10. With 2:19 left to go in this third quarter. Again, our score 47-0. It's all Coweta all the time tonight here at Tiger Stadium. And there go the Cowbells. Stacked receivers on each side here. Robledo ready to take the snap here. Dropping back to throw, looking to dial up a receiver. He'll throw to the right side and connect with an open man near the 24-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play, maybe, if he wasn't ran out of bounds near the marker. That'll bring up 2nd down at about 6.
Yeah, flag on the play here on this one's going to be roughing the passer on the Coweta defenses. I'm not sure which number it was, came and took a very late hit on our quarterback right there.
So the Tigers will watch as Edison marches up the field, and they'll move up the chains as we get a 1st down by virtue of the penalty marker here.
Hey, at this point, whatever it takes to keep those chains moving in our direction, we'll take it.
We'll take any gift or gratuity we can get at this point. Trips out to the left. One man split to the right. And ready to take the snap is Goswick. Hand off for Blado. Up that middle, gets up to the 40-yard line, up to the 41, and he is pummeled by about 4 Coweta Tigers. So a gain of about 3 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Robledo once again trying up the middle right here, and that Coweta defense has stymied them all night with it. those big bodies are hard to break through, and it's been really tough sledding for this Eagles offense.
By the way, congratulations to the Edison volleyball team who made it to the regional championship against Oklahoma Christian School. Didn't quite get to state, but they had a heck of a showing there in the regional tournament action, and we're really proud of our volleyball players and, of course, their coach, Mrs. Merrill, and just great season for those kids. They work really hard.
Yeah, they do. The women's volleyball at Edison is second to none in the Tulsa area, and they really do put great effort into their practices. They show up, they hone their skills in, and they really do a great job. It was sad to see the season end, but they gave it their best shot, and uh, you know,
I will say that I felt a little inadequate as the PA announcer for Edison when we got there and the governor of Oklahoma was announcing their starting lineup. So, I was like, I can't top that.
no,
Faking a handoff is Goswick. He rolls out to the right and gets up to about the 46-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 3 on the play.
Galswick showing a lot of fight tonight, just trying to keep things rolling for this offense. The the youngsters doing a really good job so far, trying to make something out of nothing right now.
4th down and 1, and we're going to go for it here as Goswick ready to take the snap off the right hash mark. Robledo behind him with twins to the left. Isaiah Rathod split out to the right for the Eagles. They're looking around, trying to determine what to do here. Ready to take that snap is Goswick, but he's looking to the sideline for a new set of instructions here. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Robledo. He pummels his way up the middle. I think he got it. He got up to the first down marker, and I believe the Eagles had their first down. They're going to move up the chains. Another Aspen Health and Rehab first down.
Boy, Robledo showing a lot of heart on that run right there. Kept his feet moving, kept the chains going. That's what it's going to take to get this Eagles offense turned around. A lot of heart like that, a lot of hard runs, and Robledo is just the guy to do it. The senior coming up and really showing a lot of leadership right there.
As the Eagles move forward up the field, if you've got a friend or family member who needs to move forward in their rehabilitation, Aspen Health and Rehab, the place to do it. 1251 West Houston Street in Broken Arrow. They, of course, are a skilled nursing facility as well and can take care of your elderly loved ones in one of the finest nursing-home facilities in the state of Oklahoma. Call for a free tour tomorrow. 1251 West Houston and Broken Arrow, Aspen Health and Rehab, a fine sponsor of Edison Eagle football here on the Edison Sports Network. Tonight's ball game also brought to you by Young Life. They meet every Monday at 7:37 p.m. at the City Church down there at Peoria and I-44. Of course, Bailey Rogers is our Young Life liaison and does a great job working with these kids here. So always proud to promote what they're doing. They're having a clay shoot coming up. I know it's we've been invited. I'm not sure how some of our listeners would react, especially in the Green family, to having weapons put in our hand for competition. But
might be fun.
They're going to do it on the 15th, so we'll have more details coming up on how you can help raise money for Young Life. We're always happy to help them with all that they do. So thank you, Bailey, and we appreciate all you do for our kids. Now Goswick rolling out to the left, keeps it, and is tackled from behind. He ran the yardage to get the first down, and they're going to move up the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Coweta 41-yard line.
Yeah, the Edison offense for the first time all night finally has this Coweta defense kind of on the ropes a little bit here. Hopefully they can go ahead and keep punching and punch one through and get to that end zone.
11:34 left to go in the fourth quarter here. There's that full moon over Coweta here. It's a beautiful night for football, and the temperatures are just right.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this all fall so far, and you can tell it's football weather.
I think we've determined that a pot of chili may be made this weekend if the temperature stays cold as they are. Handoff for Blado up the right side. He'll get down to the 38-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 6. As he was spinning through those defenders and managed to stay on his feet a few yards longer than I would have.
Yeah, Robledo still showing a lot of heart. There's no quit in him. I will give him that. He's been one of the like I said, the few bright spots for this Edison offense this year, and he's really shown a lot of leadership tonight by showing the youngsters how it's supposed to be done.
10:44 left to play. Split to the right are Rathod and London Levy. Nobody to the left and everybody close in. Robledo next to our quarterback Goswick in the gun. Robledo takes the handoff, runs right. He'll get down to the 30-yard line, down to the 25, and that is where he's tackled. And you can move up those chains for another Aspen Health and Rehab Edison Eagle first down with the 10-17 mark approaching here in the fourth quarter. Our score 47-0 with Edison trailing, but these Eagles finally showing some gumption and a nice bright spot here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, a lot of creativity out of Tommy Rogers' offense right there as they end up running a little trickery set and finding a way to break through that Coweta defense.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Everybody close in once again. Rathod out to the right. And now Robledo lines up next to the quarterback. Goswick drops the football, and we've got a fumble on the play, and Coweta has recovered.
Yeah, it looked like the Eagles offense was trying to run a reverse right there and just got a little too cute with it. Robledo dropping that handoff to Levy as if Levy would have been able to handle it. There was nothing but green grass in front of him. So,
1st and 10, Coweta at their own 31. As much as we hate to say that.
yeah,
My goodness.
the self-inflicted wounds, just are not going to be favorable for this offense tonight. It's not a a blueprint for success.
We love these kids. We really do, but they've got some tough times ahead of them these next few weeks with Booker T. Washington at the end of the season. Shawnee and East Central over the next 2 weeks. And Shawnee's had their struggles, and I'm not sure where East Central is in their season right now. But
yeah, I feel like they're more favorable matchups for this
they are.
Edison team, but either way, we've got to come out and show up and kind of right these wrongs that we've been seeing out here on the field tonight.
2nd down and 20 for the Coweta Tigers. Back to throw is Legend, and that pass goes off the fingertips of his intended receiver.
Yeah, Matthew McDill about a half step there from having a pick six for this Edison defense.
We would have loved to have seen that.
More than anything.
Well, friends, we've got 8:06 left to go in this ball game. 47-0 our score. Clock continuing to run. Legend, the quarterback for Coweta, taking that snap, rolling out to the right this time, looking to throw. He'll sling it up the right side of the field, and it falls incomplete.
Hey, Edison defense forces a 4th down, finally 4th and long, and it looks like the Coweta Tigers will send on the punt team finally.
Yep, they've got to do it at this point. 7:35 left to play here.
Yeah, really haven't seen too much of this tonight as the Coweta offense has kind of had its way with us, and it doesn't even look like Edison has sent the man back yet. And
now they do.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Mason McHugh, who is setting up shop at about the 42-yard line, our own 42. So here comes the kick. Send over in, and McHugh picks it up near the 50. He'll get down to about the 45, and he's tackled at the 44. So about a 7-yard return there for Mason McHugh with 6:57 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this will be the first time the Edison offense has started in their own territory tonight, though. So things are looking up. It just took us a while to flip the field position.
We would love to just, avoid the shutout here.
That's the goal right now. If you're the Edison offense, you want to find a way to get into that end zone. Just to save face for tonight.
Well, we had a rough game against Durant last week, and then tonight against another winless team in Coweta, and man, oh man.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding all around for him right now. We'd really like to give a shout out to one of our biggest Edison fans, Chris Devine, listening out in West Bixby tonight. He's also a big Bixby Spartan fan as they've been rolling tonight as well. But I know that he is out listening to the Edison faithful as he has some skin in the game listening to us up here, and it's been really fun getting the text from them and the rest of the family on telling us what exactly is going on.
Take a quick break and be back right after this. This is Edison Eagle Football presented by Aspen Health and Rehab.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road fun. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Winoka, want to invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Winoka, the little city by the sand.
Hey students, Midtown Young Life is ready to see you each Monday night at the City Church. Join us at 7:37 p.m. as we'll help you grow in your faith and grow stronger in your walk with Jesus Christ. At Midtown Young Life, we love to see our students from Edison, Booker T, Bishop Kelly, and Kasha Hall and invite you to come hang out with us. Young Life will be the best night of your week. Log on to younglife.org for more information. That's Midtown Young Life, Monday nights at the City Church.
We welcome you back. London Levy, the ball carrier for the Eagles, who gets a 5-yard gain out of the timeout. Whatever they said during that timeout must have worked. Make it a 6-yard gain. It's 2nd and 4 now from the 39-yard line.
Yeah, London Levy, pretty much the heart and soul of this Edison Eagles team right now, is he and Robledo trying to show some fight and trying to get the rest of them to follow.
Single back set, Robledo and McHugh, or Davis and Rathod split to the right. And now Goswick down to the 34-yard line, 5-yard gain on that play. He was close to a first down, but they'll say third down in a few inches.
You know, and this is what the Eagles have been looking for all night, just getting a third and manageable, trying to be able to be within shouting distance of reaching that first down marker and keeping the chains moving for them. So it's good to see them finally doing what they had game plan coming into this, but maybe a little bit too late.
Well, here come the Mississippi State wannabes as the Cowbells are back in full force here. We're going to be hearing those in our sleep.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Empty backfield behind Goswick, the quarterback. Twins to the right, trips to the left. Goswick on the keeper, busts through, gets his first down, and is brought down near the 28-yard line. So move up those chains. That's another Aspen Health and Rehab first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 29. We gave him the 26, but the referees were not as generous as we were there. So
they're wrong. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Are we going to get fined for calling them out like that? I'm not sure.
The Honorable Raymond Ships, are we wrong? Oh, he says no, so that's what it is.
He's never
He's
wrong
never
when he
wrong.
calls
I know
games,
that.
Dropping back to throw Goswick. He'll connect to the right side to Davis. Davis down at the 20-yard line inside the 19. And that's another first down for the Edison Eagles as they'll move up those chains at the 3:36 mark here in the fourth quarter. Still our score 47-0, but Edison knocking on the door trying to avoid a shutout tonight.
Yeah, this Edison offense finally showing signs of life as they're coming to right now.
Empty backfield. The pass to Robledo complete. He'll get down to the 15-yard line, down to the 11, and that's where he's brought down by a host of Coweta Tigers, and these Eagles just keep inching closer and closer and closer.
You know, you got to love the fight this Edison offense is showing right now. Even though it's late in the game, they're still trying to chip away and find a way to get in there.
Well, it's, you need signs that they still care when you're getting beat like this, and we're getting a great sign that they're still giving it their all. Empty field behind Goswick, the quarterback. He takes the snap, rolls out to the left this time on the keeper. He'll get down to the 10, brought down near the 7-yard line. Move up those chains. That's another Eagle first down here.
Yeah, 1st and goal for the first time all night for the Eagles now.
From the 7-yard line, clock's still rolling. It's one thing we got to watch out for is this mercy rule clock is continuing to roll with no stoppage. And we're wanting to get into the end zone here. Robledo directly behind the quarterback as Goswick ready to take the snap here with Twins out to the right and to the left. Goswick hands off Robledo up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown Eagles. Touchdown Edison Eagles. It is 47-6.
Hey, Eagles still showing a lot of fight as Robledo plowed his way through and finally found pay dirt tonight.
Well, they got it. They're on the board, and we couldn't be happier.
And you know what they say, don't call it a comeback.
Absolutely. 156 left to go here as they will try to kick the extra point. Nabarra is the kicker here. Extra point attempt is through the uprights and good. And it is 47-7 at the 156 mark here in the fourth quarter. So Edison has scored. We're happy about that for sure.
Yeah, you got to love not seeing that goose egg up on the board. And, the Edison offense finally getting something to build off of. And for future weeks, this is going to be important because, that momentum may carry over and it may spark something with this Eagles offense.
Don't forget, Coach Dean Green and the Lady Eagle flag football team will be at East Central coming up on Wednesday night for game number 2 in their 5-week season. Off to a 28-8 victory last night over Daniel Webster, and hopefully they can pull it together and get a big win coming up on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big matchup this week as both teams came out and showed a lot of firepower in their first games, and East Central was no slouch, as I know they really have a lot of speed and a lot of athleticism on that team as we're going into it. So they're not someone that we're going to take lightly, and hopefully our girls are up for the challenge.
Very fun to watch, so we hope that you can be there. I'm pretty partial to the quarterback myself, so we're hoping for big things out of our Lady Eagles coming up this week. Well, for the first time, the Edison Eagles are going to tee it up and kick it away after a touchdown.
Kind of like meeting a long lost friend, we're back to it finally.
Right, reunited, and it feels so good. Here's the end over end kick picked up at the 25-yard line. They'll return it out to about the 39. Making the stop there for Edison is Sam Mullins. And it'll be 1st and 10 now.
Yeah, a lot of these youngsters finally getting in the game for the Edison defense now, as it looks like some of the underclassmen are starting to get filtered in just to get them some experience.
Hudson Arnold was the return man for the Coweta Tigers. Got a minute 20 left to play here. Legend, the quarterback, ready to take the snap. Handoff. Rolling out to the left. The Tigers take it down into the Edison territory. They'll get down to about the 36-yard line where they were violently forced out of bounds by the Edison defense.
Yeah.
Under a minute to play here. That clock is rolling. So, well, I will pay up on my bet on the OU Texas game and take you guys to Waffle House here in a little bit. So,
well, I mean that, or we can go to that Claremore McDonald's. I always hear it's a great place to meet people.
As long as it's not the Turnpike McDonald's near Chandler, I'm no longer welcome there. 23 seconds left to play here.
Sometimes you just got to let people know when they're not doing a good job with it. But
well, yeah.
Well, you tried to right a wrong, and
Well, that's the last play of the game. Again, our final score 47-7. Dean, it's hard to give a lot of positive final thoughts, but I will say this: this fourth quarter performance where they didn't give up and they didn't let themselves get completely wiped away there. I'm glad to see that they were able to have some fight in them late in the game and not be shut out this week.
Yeah, the Eagles offense showing a lot of character there at the end, and that's a testament to what Coach Borgstad's tried to instill in them. They've got an uphill battle though if they want to right this ship and have a chance at winning a few games here later in the season. So, hopefully they'll be able to turn it around next week and come out fighting against the Shawnee Wolves because it's going to be a battle, and really looking forward to that over at LaFortune Stadium this next week.
Yep, we'll be back at home, and then our next broadcast will be at East Central in 2 weeks, and that'll be the last one we do for the season until basketball. So,
yeah, and that'll be a Halloween game, so you never know what to expect on those nights. So
we may broadcast a flag football game or two. Except I don't have my color man for that. So.
Well, I've got a camera girl that would be willing to fill in here
I'm going to bet you would. I'm going to bet you would. Well, for our camera lady who was laid off tonight, and Candy Nichols, and for you, Dean Green, I'm Grant Merrill saying good night. God bless you. Thanks for listening. Our final score, Coweta 47, Edison 7. Have yourselves a great evening.
Shake and bake.